Power is back on for more than 60,000 people tonight, but utility crews are still working to restore power to thousands more people in central and north central Wisconsin. So far, more than 40,000 customers have had their power turned back on, but there's more than 50,000 WPS customers still waiting. Just over 9,000 We Energy customers are without power. It's been challenging for utility workers to restore power because as soon as they do, more outages happen.
People who are out of power should, start to prepare that it won't be on necessarily right away. Obviously, we're going to get power restored for some people right away, every minute, every hour, but we expect that we'll still have some outages, possibly even into Tuesday at this point.
About 80% of affected customers should have power restored by Monday. Utility companies are also reminding people to stay at least 25 feet from down power lines. Of course, we'll bring you first alert updates as they come in.